Hey folk, welcome back. So for today's video, we're going to be unboxing some scary sweet birthday dolls, which I'm so excited about. Not just because they are gorgeous dolls, they are, we're going to get there in a second, but also because I feel like it's been a minute since I've unboxed like a new release. Like obviously I still have featured dolls on the channel, like I've talked about new purchases to me, but I feel like lately it's been like a lot of secondhand dolls, and it's been like a second since I've had a doll in box that's like new to the shelves. So it just feels like very exciting to get to celebrate something that is brand new, that is just released. And for it to be Scary Sweet Birthday, even better. I am so excited for these dolls. I have been like chomping at the bit for them to finally come out since we got like stock photo images of them. I just think they're so beautiful and so well designed. I have 3 out of the 4 like mainline dolls. There is also the Claudine with the playset that like maybe I'll pick up on sale at some point because I think that doll is cute. I just am not particularly interested in the playset. But yes, we have, I think I'm doing this right. I can't see them. Draculaura, Frankie, and then Cupid. I did not get Cleo. I don't really want her. I just don't feel I don't think her doll is bad. It's just not really one that I necessarily want to have. But these 3 I needed immediately. I mean, Draculaura, she's like the golden child of Monster High, right? Like she's in so many lines, like almost all of them. She always pops off. Like there's just something about Draculaura. I don't know. And it is her birthday that's being celebrated. So like she's kind of a very important one. And I do think this is a stunning design. Frankie might be my favorite though. Like I just love them so much. It's been a minute too since I've actually really felt connected to and really wanted a Frankie doll. So seeing them in this design, so unbelievably good. I just honestly everything about them I think is so flawless. And then we have the new addition to the lineup, G3 Cupid. So Cupid has come back to Monster High, and that's super exciting. I do think she's my least favorite out of the 3 that we have here. We'll obviously get into why that is.
Quick editing apology here. My microphone just like decided to stop working at this point while I was filming the intro for this video. So the rest of the intro is going to be kind of rough audio wise. I do apologize for that. I got it up and working again. Like I realized there was a problem and everything is fine for the actual like review. So most of the video is going to be totally chill, but I do apologize for these couple of minutes of bad sound quality. But I still really do like her. Still think that this is such a fun design. Really enjoy how she's looking for G3. So I'm going to go ahead and whip out my doll rubric, which again, I haven't done in quite some time. Like blow the dust off. So we can talk about the scores that I gave each of these dolls. So starting off with Draculaura, I think I'd give her a 4 for emotion, a 5 for need to customize. I really don't think I'm going to do anything to her. Quality-wise, I'm saying 5. Number of pieces I like, hold on. For all intents and purposes, we're going with a 5 as well. And then for uniqueness, honestly, I'm going to say 3, which like, I don't know if that's controversial, but I think Draculaura is, just by virtue of being so popular, kind of hard to have a super high score when it comes to uniqueness because she has so many dolls. So it's like, most of them do have at least somewhat similar traits. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, again, that's not to knock her, but I just feel like I can't really score her any higher than that. But that still does give her a score of, if I'm doing my quick maths correctly, 22 out of 25 possible points, which like still a very good score. Then we have Frankie, another 4 for emotion, 5 for need to customize, quality, and number of pieces that I like. And then uniqueness, they get a 4 because a 5 is reserved for like new characters and new brands. But I think this is a very unique Frankie design. Like they definitely look different than they normally do. I don't know, like I just feel like this outfit really stands out for them. So that brings them to a 23 out of 25, I believe. So again, a really stellar score there. And then Cupid, she gets a 3 for emotion, which like, I don't know why I feel bad about that. Whatever, 3 for emotion, need to customize, also a 3. Quality, a 5. Number of pieces I like, a 3. And then uniqueness, a 5. So definitely not like quite as glowing a score, but again, assuming that I can do quick maths in my head, which like, that's a big assumption. I have it on screen, so you'll see the actual totals if I'm wrong, but I think that's a 19 out of 25. So not quite as glowing, but still very good. But yes, obviously you've been seeing the dolls in box. I'll go ahead and pop this around. They all have the same back of the box, but just that way you can kind of see the art before I rip everything apart. But yes,
I think that's everything that I need to say while they're in box. So time to unbox them, which is the exciting part. I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera right quick, and then I will reconvene with you guys so that we can discuss all of these beautiful dolls and their details and their quality, and hopefully have a stupendous time doing so. I will see y'all in a moment. Okay, we have gotten everyone unboxed, and I have to be honest, I want to cry in like the most positive way possible. I say this all the time, but like I feel like I should say it again just in case you guys haven't heard me say it before, but I never watch reviews for dolls that I know I plan on unboxing. Like I love watching them after I've done my own, just because that way I feel like I can give all of my own opinions, right? Instead of like being influenced by what other people might be saying. I just feel like that's a better way for me personally to review dolls. And then I get to like enjoy everyone else's thoughts after I film my own video. So I didn't know about like every little thing that these dolls come with. And it's just so cute, and I just feel so many emotions. I feel like already, like right off the bat, I'm going to tell you this is going to be a very positive review because I feel like everything is so detail oriented and so just wonderful. So be prepared for some happiness. Real quick before we get into like the individual dolls, two things to address. One, each doll comes with this little like invitation card. I will be keeping just one of them. Two of mine are like a little bit crushed. It's one of the hazards of having like cardboard accessories like this, where it is just sort of like a risk that they might get a little bit squished. But this is the nicest looking one, and I definitely want to keep it because I think it's so cute that they come with little invites to Draculaura's birthday party. And the fact that it says come dressed to the 13s. I don't know why that makes me want to cry. Like, I just think it's so cute and silly, and like the pun is such a quintessential Monster High thing that I am just obsessed with it. So that was like a general, didn't come with like a specific doll necessarily thing. So I figured I'd get that out of the way now. And then the other thing is the balloons. You can see all of their balloons are upside down. That isn't like necessarily the biggest critique to the dolls, just because I do feel like inherently balloons are not something that dolls can hold without help. Like, if I didn't have this backdrop here, Frankie's balloon would be falling again. And even so, it's still kind of falling. So, like, it is a negative technically, but it's a negative that I anticipated. I feel like I do have to point it out because it is a thing that, like, if you want to display them holding their balloons, you're gonna have to find something to like help support them. Hello, Miss Weiss. I don't know if y'all heard that meow, but my cat wants attention again. Because you know what? She really doesn't like need attention from me. Like, she can nap and be happy and like not have to be with her parental figure. But the second that I'm paying attention to anything else, Miss Weiss needs to be center. And you know what? Okay, it's okay, baby. Oh, Reese, Reese, Reese. Just to be clear, to both you and her, that was not an insult, but she apparently took it as one. I think it's really cute that she like wants to monopolize my attention. But literally the second I said that, she jumped up on my chair, which is behind this whole setup. You might be able to hear her scratching at it. She's been wrecking the shit out of that thing. And she knocked Cupid over. God, I love my cat. Anyway, I'm so sorry. We're getting off topic. Anyway, yeah, balloons, they need support. That's not anything close to unique to this line, so I'm not really going to count it against them, but I did just want to say that. Also, I'm going to pull off my scrunchie. I just sort of realized that that actually might be getting in the way visually. Anyway, though, now we're going to turn Frankie and Cupid around just for a moment. Stay. Oh, no. All right, great. That way they won't get like the camera focus confused. We're going to take a look at Draculaura first. So going through her accessories, first of all, this isn't like technically an accessory. This is just part of the packaging that I really liked. They all have cute little like glittery names that pop out, and I will be keeping them. Again, it's a little squished, but it's cute and I like it. Then she comes with a little fan. Initially, pulling this out, I was like, oh, that would have been nice if it had like some painted detail. I can clearly see now that the detail went to other places, and I don't care anymore. I can paint it myself if it bothers me that much. Then she has her bag, which is part of what I'm referencing. I would rather her bag be painted and gorgeous like this than have like the fan be painted and gorgeous like that. It's just all the printed detail, and it's on both sides. So that's super, super nice. Technically, it does open. You can't really fit much in there, but like technically it's an open bag. And it's so cute because it's like a little cake. Like she's holding a cake. And I think this is really, really fun because I know that there has been like some critique recently about Monster High. Specifically, I feel like I see this more with like Skelectors and like the collector, like G1 style dolls, where they'll just take an object and be like, it's a bag now. And I think that can be really fun if it's properly turned into a bag where it's like clearly referencing an object, but like it isn't just, we put a string on that and we're calling it a bag now. This feels like that. Like this is obviously referencing a cake, but it doesn't feel like they just molded a cake and then we're like, shit, we need to give her a purse. Quick, add the straps on there. I don't know if that makes any sense. I might be rambling. But yeah, I think this is a really cutesy design and it does feel like it fits Draculaura so perfectly. Then mine's a little bit squished, which is so sad because I think this is so cute. Please focus. There we go. Okay. She has a little photo with her friends. Why am I going to cry over this? I just think that's such a sweet thing to include. It doesn't have anything on the back and it is cardboard, so like maybe not the highest quality, but the print job on this is actually really, really nice. Like I hope it's coming across okay on camera, but in person, like that's clear. You can tell despite the insanely small scale exactly who these characters are supposed to be. They look good. And I just think this is so beyond adorable. Like I can't even describe it. Love that. And then her last little accessory is this box, which has a little gift inside of it, which like doesn't quite make sense. Like all of the other characters do come with little bags with gifts. So I think this is just like, I don't know, maybe her gift to herself. I guess that's fine. You can gift yourself something on your birthday. It makes a little bit more sense for the other characters, but like it's cute that Draculaura got one too. I haven't opened this yet. I'm opening it for the first time with you guys, which is super exciting. So let's go ahead and see. I guess we're just going to risk whatever falling out. So the whole lid comes off. Okay, great. It's a little necklace. Stop. My husband is gaming right now in the other room. And I hope that you didn't hear what I just heard him say. I don't think the mic will pick it up. It wasn't anything like actually bad. It was just like a sexual joke. That was really funny though. I'm sitting here being like, oh my gosh, her necklace is so cute. And he's being nasty. Anyway, that's adorable. God, that's just so cute, but I have to breathe. I gotta rein it in because we have to talk about the actual doll. I guess I should probably take off the balloons. That'll probably make it easier to actually discuss everything. Saving the rubber band. My favorite tip is the little baby rubber bands that they use for the plastic are so good for reusing, for restyling hair. Look at this balloon. This is so gorgeous. They did not have to go this hard. Like, they absolutely could have just been like, here's a heart-shaped balloon. Take it. The bat wings, the 1600, the painting, this beautiful, like, semi-sparkly plastic. Y'all, this line, I'm speechless. Anyway, Draculaura, her V-bangs, that's it. That's the whole sentence. The bangs, normally, I am a strict hair washer. I've said this before, and even when it comes to bangs, I hate the feeling of gel in doll hair. It is one of the worst things to me. It's just a sensory issue for me personally. Like, I just can't take it. So I wash everything. I don't care if the bangs turn fluffy. I'm not dealing with it. I think I'm going to make an exception for her. I think I'm going to wash the rest of her hair just to help like detangle it a little bit. There's not really gel in her pigtails, but just like, again, to help detangle, I'll probably wash it. I'm not getting these bangs wet because that's so perfect. It's not even funny. I love the way that she's been rooted. She's got like a bunch of stripes in the bangs and then just a couple of pink streaks in the rest of her hair. But the way that these have been cut and styled is genuinely so flawless. Like, hello. I'm absolutely in awe. I really like her kind of asymmetrical little hair accessory where she's just got a little something something wrapped around one pigtail. I do think that that's really, really fun. And I do love seeing her in the pigtails. Like, I adore the different ways that Draculaura's hair gets done. I like all variations for the most part. Like, it's kind of hard to mess it up. It's just going to be cute, you know? But I will say that something about the pigtails does just feel so Draculaura, and I adore it. Plus, it means you can see her big little bat ears. Her big little, nice. But they almost feel like bigger than normal. Am I crazy? All of my Draculaura dolls are currently in storage downstairs in the like unfinished storage area of my basement. So I can't check, but they feel a little bit bigger to me. And I love that. They're so cute. Oh my god. Her earrings, I feel like, are these? I can't tell if they're supposed to be little candies or little Count Fabulouses. Or maybe both. Very cute either way. The makeup, just kill me. Like, she is so, so pretty. The two-tone lip, the insane, like, eyeshadow, eyelash situation, the spiderweb detailing. Like, I'm keep, like, turning her towards the camera and then away because I want to look at her. I know I'm supposed to be reviewing, but I just want to stare at her because she's so pretty. She's got this super cool, like, necklace slash shoulder piece going on here, which I really like. It's this fun, slightly pink iridescent color. Like, I don't know how much of the iridescence is going to show up on camera, but please rest assured, in person, it has a pink shine to it, which is fabulous. And I do think it's just like a really cute piece. It kind of feels like a collar, but also some like shoulder jewelry. We're vibing. Underneath that, she does just have like clear straps to kind of hold her dress up. So it's like strapless, but it does technically have the clear straps on there. And of course, she's got this insane cage skirt situation going on. That's a theme with this whole line. Like, all of the characters do have some sort of cage skirt. And I love that. Like, I am always going to be here for a cage skirt. Hers does look really cute. I love this shade of pink that they've chosen for it. Again, it does feel like ever so slightly iridescent, less so than this piece, but just like a little bit. The tiny bit of painted detail on the white bits that are like supposed to look like they're frosted, I think is really, really cute. The fabric directly underneath it, first of all, 2 layers, yeehaw, love it. There is like tulle deep under there, and then like this ruffle at the bottom. This is very much feeling referential to her Sweet 1600 doll from G1 of Monster High, which, like, that lineup and this lineup, or sorry, that line and this line are like sisters to me because they're both for Draculaura's birthday, right? So this does feel very referential to that, and I think it's really fun because it's just like a little nod, just a little something something to be like, hey, this is like a similar fabric, it feels like, to what we used before, but here's the updated design. And I love it. I love this silhouette for Draculaura. Like, it's a super short little skirt, but it flares out so widely. There's just something about this that I think is flawless. Also, I just need to say, it has, again, been a second since I've unboxed new dolls, especially a new G3 doll. They feel so sturdy. Like, I forgot how sturdy they feel, and I love it. The last thing, though, are her shoes. So they are mostly black with these deep pink platforms on here. They're gorge. I don't really know what else I'm supposed to say. Like, the sculpting is really pretty. There's like ruffles and bows and swirls and all kinds of crazy stuff. And I'm just... Oh, the gloves. I was like settling her back down to just look at her, but she's got her molded on gloves with her little ruffs. They look fabulous to me. I literally said this in my last upload. This is my preferred way for dolls to get gloves. I totally get that some people don't love it because then the hands are a different color and like you can't really do anything about that unless you swap the hands or repaint them. But for me, it just looks so good. So now I can just stand here and bask for a moment. Okay, moment's over, unfortunately, for now. I'm going to turn her around so that we can then pay attention to... Oh no, don't get tangled. Frankie! So once again, taking a look at the accessories first, Frankie also has a nameplate. I think it's so fun that they're all in like different styles too, to sort of match their personalities. Like, that's just so cutie. So I'll be keeping that as well. And then Frankie's bag is a lightning bolt. Again, like, technically opens, but this is even thinner than Draculaura's. I would not put anything in there. Hi, baby. I know you're such a needy little kitty cat. You're so cute, though. But yeah, so we have a little bit less painted detail than with Draculaura's. Just blue on the front. Still a very cute bag, though. I like the fact that this, like the handle, is like jumper cables. That is genuinely so funny to me. Like, I don't know, because you may know if you've been here for a while. You might not know if it's like a more recent thing. I only got into Frankie in G3. Like, I've never liked them before. So I'm less familiar, I guess you might say, with Frankie stuff. I don't know if they've ever used jumper cables as a motif for their designs before, but I love it. Like, something about that is just genuinely hilarious to me. Then we have a little lipstick, which, like, it's so tiny, it's like hard to show you guys. There is a skelet on the top. Mine got a little bent, but it's like the lipstick that Frankie is actually wearing. Like, it's the right shade. I don't know if this, okay, I can't pull the top off. I don't know if that means that it actually doesn't come off or if I just can't do it right now. But either way, I think that's so cute. And like, it is a small detail, but it's such an impactful detail that it's actually matching their lips. Such a vibe. Then we have, instead of like the little photo that Draculaura came with, we have the card that Frankie is bringing Draculaura, and I shit y'all not, this brought tears to my eyes. Again, a cardboard accessory. I understand why some people might not really like that. Like, I totally get it. I'm not the biggest fan myself, but I will take it if it means getting something this adorable. It is printed on both sides. It says happy birthday on the front, and then on the inside, there's an actual message, and I'm gonna cry again. It says, wishing my fantastic friend an electrifying birthday. I don't know why that has me like so weirdly emotional. I just think that is so sweet. Like, that's just so adorable to me that there's actually messages in here, because they could have just done this and had it just be like a one like piece thing. That hurts my heart in like such a wonderful way. And then we get to see what Frankie got for Draculaura. So there's this little plastic gift baggie, and then inside, I think, bracelet maybe? It's in its own little bag. Hold on. Yes, I'm gonna say bracelet. I'm trying to like, oh, it's a watch. Y'all are not gonna be able to see that. I'm really sorry. There's no way my camera is gonna focus on this. Come on. I'm trying to get it to focus like at least a little. But it is a watch. It says 1300 on it, so it's like how her invitation said, like, come to the 13s. They're like doing more 13 puns, so it's like 13 o'clock. I love that. It's so tiny and so cute. Like, I'm feeling emotional. Okay, pulled off Frankie's balloon so we can take a look at it. Love the lightning handle. I think that's super duper fun. All clear plastic again with the pink accents. I really like how the bow has like the heart with the bat wings, but like the balloon itself has the stitching like Frankie and like the lightning bolt. I just think it's a really cute way that they've addressed like both characters. So obviously it's Frankie's doll. We want them to feel represented by their accessories, but also they're at Draculaura's party. I just feel like this is a very, very well done combination of getting like both of those things in there. But now we get to talk about Frankie themselves, which is my favorite part. I could die, y'all. I love this Frankie. Love, 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 love this Frankie doll. This face up is so beautiful. I think it might be all of the dolls that I have here. Yeah, they all have this cool thing with their eyelashes where it's like black, but then there's like a white cast to it as well. And it really just pops. The silver eyeshadow, the way that there's sort of like lightning streaks going around. They look so good. I also really adore these sort of like cuff chain earrings. That's really working for me, especially the slight asymmetry. Adore it. They have this really cute like ponytail cuff, and also the blend for this hair. There's a lot more black than I feel like Frankie typically gets. I don't know. Some of their more recent dolls, like I think the Hollywood doll is like a deep blue. So they've been doing a little bit more of like darker colors with Frankie, and it is working for me. I think this is really, really pretty. But my favorite part is that they have their side shave back. I have a side shave, so I am slightly biased, but I just think it's so cute. I think it's such a fun hairstyle. I think it's very like unique for Frankie, you know? I mean, I know that Venus had the braids to kind of mimic the side shave that she had in G1, but, you know, most dolls do not have a side shave. Not that it's like no doll ever has, or not even like no Monster High doll ever has, but it isn't the most common. So I do feel like it stands out, and it does feel very fun. And it's something that they have in the like show, the Nickelodeon show, but not a lot of their dolls have had it. So I really, really appreciate that. I think it's funny. I said this in some dolls I do want video whenever I was addressing this doll. that I know people have complained and been like, "Oh, it looks really weird for them to have a side shave with a ponytail." But, like, I wear my hair like and, like, have buns up and stuff. So I think it's really fun to show that you can still do these different hairstyles without having hair on half your head. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading way too much into that, but I personally really, really like it. Moving on down, we do have a super cool blue, like, necklace situation here. The knot sleeves, like the unattached sleeves, are to die for to me. This one is just the pink mesh. This one has a little bit of pink mesh at the top, a like bubbly situation here up at like the upper arm, and then this beautiful sheer fabric that does have like a faint, I think, plaid printing to it. I just love it. I love that Frankie has asymmetry in all of their designs. Like, that's just an element of design that I really, really vibe with and I really like. So I feel like they always look so, so, so good. Another little like strapless dress. So kind of honestly a very similar silhouette to Draculaura's, but obviously with different fabric. And then the cage skirt is different. This fabric is so fun. The blue plaid with like the metallic hot pink stitches on top. 10 out of 10, absolutely no notes. And then the cage skirt, the way that it too is asymmetrical. So we've got like a full cage skirt on this side and then just some chains on this side, I think is so beautiful, especially because this print is so pretty. Like, it would be a shame to cover all that up. It's not even on this half, actually. I just, I just love it. I just think it looks so, so, so good. Again, we've got like some frosting sort of detail. I will say, if you know me, you know that I'm not really a sweets themed person when it comes to dolls. Like, I don't hate it, but it's not like my favorite, right? This is the perfect amount of sweets theming to me where it's quite subtle. It's not super duper in your face, but it is still definitely there. Obsessed. Then we do have Frankie's pink prosthetic, which I know tons of people were very worried because of like the different images that we had for this doll. We had like the white background stock photos, but then the inbox stock photos showed different colored legs. So it was very much like, oh, what are we going to get? We did get the pink. Y'all might be expecting me to say I hate it because historically I have said I don't believe that Frankie Stein needs to be in pink. This is doing it correctly. I do think that generally speaking, G3 of Monster High has a problem inserting pink where it does not belong, but sometimes they do it right. So, like, I don't think every Frankie doll needs to have pink, but I think the way that pink is introduced into their design in this doll specifically is done in a very appealing way. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if I sound like a crazy person or just like a wild hypocrite, but I do think there is a huge difference between how like pink was used in like the Neon Frights lineup versus here. And I think this is a lot more cohesive. I think it might be, I don't know, maybe it's like the shade of pink or the amount of pink. I'm not really sure. I just think this is better. So like I do vibe with the pink leg. I think that's fun. And then these shoes are killer. The lightning bolt heel, the metallic blue and metallic silver, again with like the little frosting detail. Mine's like a little bit messed up there. But y'all, it looks so good. I can't believe these dolls exist, and I still have one more to go. Stay. Good. Okay, then I took Cupid's balloon off because we're going in a slightly different order with her. Why? I don't know. I'm just here. I love the red. This specific like way that it's done with this transparent red feels like those heart lollipops that always pop up around Valentine's Day. Like to a T. They nailed it. I'm sure it's an intentional reference, but just like they got it exactly. I love the printed design on the front. Very, very, very cute. Oh, it's really good. And especially against, because she's got so much pink, I feel like the red balloon is a real good one. We have her little name card, Cupid Asteria. I like the black background. That's really, like, it's different than the other two. It's good. Cutie. I want to even address first. Okay, so she's got her bag, which is like a little quiver of arrows. Super fun. I'm glad that they included that. There is like a decent chunk of room in here and it does snap shut, but the arrows poke out the back. That's very, very cute to me. I think that's a fun way to incorporate her quiver of arrows. She also has a little makeup palette here. And again, colors that she is actively wearing in her design. I'm obsessed with that. They're each in heart-shaped pans and they have a little XO printed in there. I don't know if you'll be able to see that detail on my camera, but I promise it is there. Mine is having a little bit of trouble shutting. I will say that. But I feel like that's just a me issue. So I guess be aware that that could happen if you get this doll. But like, it's still very cute. Then what do I want to go for? I guess we'll do the card first and then we'll end on Draculaura's gift. So we've got Happy Birthday again printed on both sides. We've got like the bone wing motif, which I think is very cute. And then Cupid's card says best wishes to you on your birthday, XOXO Cupid. Again, like I feel like it might seem silly that I'm so excited about this because like a birthday card and a birthday theme line, it makes sense. There's just something about this. I didn't expect it. I didn't know these were going to be included. It's just really cute to me. Mine is like slightly misprinted. You can see like the hearts, like the white lining on the hearts is kind of messed up on the inside. I'll take it though. I don't care. And then Cupid's bag is a little bit more decorative. We've got some gold like detailing on the front. What did Cupid get for Draculaura? Oh, oh, it's a little perfume. Oh my goodness. Hold on. That might be the best one. Oh my God. Y'all, I can already tell you this color is not going to show up. This color is just going to fuck up the balance on my camera. We're going to try to show you anyway, though. This is like the most neon pink, slightly transparent you can get. It is so vibrant in person. It's like highlighters. It's so good. I love this color. I adore this color. And the little perfume bottle. Shut up. Shut up. Oh my God. This line is killing it. I wasn't like, I knew I was excited, but I was not ready to feel this way upon opening these dolls. So now let's talk about Cupid. I don't like her headband. I'm going to keep it real. That's one of the reasons that she has a slightly lower score than the other two dolls we're featuring here today. I do think I would like it better if the XOXO were painted. I have seen like discourse about the color of the hearts. I'm not sure about it, but I can tell you for certain, I think it would be less jarring if the middle heart also had painted detail. Just having those two hearts and then the molded in the middle looks weird to me. I don't like how the headband was executed. I can fix that with paints, but like as far as like giving her a score as is, that's part of why she has a worse score. She's got little baby bangs. Mine are slightly messy. There's like a hair in here that didn't get curled in. Another one that I might have to just accept because like they're rolled so nicely. I can just like yank that out. I'm not gonna lie. And the others are rolled so nicely. I might have to just let it go. The rest of the ponytail, quite messy, but like tight curls. I know a lot of people were really disappointed that she didn't have more of like the poof that she has in the stock photos. And like I am also disappointed in a sense because I think that's a very pretty look. But I also like get that it's it's a doll that's in a box that's traveling. Like I didn't necessarily expect it to look that nice. So like I'll probably have to zhuzh up her hair. But I really like the colors for it. Like this little like baby bubblegummy pink and then these little streaks of like a very, very pale pink. Super cute. And I love the texture. I like that she's got like really tight curls. I think that is a vibe. Let's go ahead and look at her wings. She's got these sick ass bone wings. I adore these. I really, really think that they're absolutely fabulous. You still get some of that like bony rib sort of quality with these heavier lines in here, but all of the filigree and like the overall shape of them being very heartsy. I think this is just such a perfect, honestly, blend between like the G1 Cupid and then the like Ever After High version of Cupid. I think it's so cool. And the way that they've done this like painting technique to make them look a little bit more aged, I think is fabulous. I'm so glad that they did that. Cupid's face might be my favorite part about her. This makeup is to die for. That's kind of it. I just love it. Like the little hearts that she's got everywhere, the amount of colors going on, the slightly shimmery quality to her skin too. Y'all already know anything that glitters, I'm going to be a fan of. It's so good. And of course she has like heart lips because like, of course, she's Cupid. I know it's obvious, but it's obvious for a reason and I love it. She's got little like dangly bows and hearts for her earrings. And then she has an arrow necklace. It's kind of hard to tell, I feel like, but it's an arrow. So here's like the tail of the arrow with the feathers, and then it wraps around here. My finger's probably in the way, huh? Is the like tip of the arrow. And then there's also a heart with an XO on it there. Super duper cute. Then she has like this overskirt. Okay, like there's a lot of pieces here, so I'm trying to figure out how to do this. But she's got this overskirt, which I think is gorgeous. The pink ruffle, the metallic. This is all very, very good. Even the black bow in the middle, like tying it together, I think is really, really cute. The cage skirt is separate from like this sort of almost corset piece. This is very interesting. It's strapped on like backwards backpack style, where these straps just go around her arms, and then it's like a like almost armory sort of situation. I don't know how to describe it. I don't have the proper words for this, but it's sick. I love the shape of it. It is one of those things where like it's obviously a heart because it's Cupid, but just the way that like the body works, like how it, accentuates her chest and everything, it fits so perfectly. Very, very well designed. And then yeah, the cage skirt is a separate piece under here, and it's like two halves. Like it's all one piece, but it's like instead of being a complete all the way around skirt, it goes all the way around the back. It is gold, and then it's like a little bit separated in the front. Very fun silhouette, very like wide in the hips. It feels very French. I really, really like that. I think it's cool that they all have like different shapes, but they're all cage skirts. I think I already said that. Whatever. It's a positive thing. I'll repeat it. But then the negative is the other thing that really brings this doll down for me. I like the pink sleeves. She's got a romper underneath this, right? So it's like these are shorts. This that why did I do that? These are shorts. There's like a little cutout on the side here. I don't like this print at all. I'm trying to I don't want to have to take the doll apart right now to show you, but like this is the print, and it's just honestly a little bit disappointing to me because I feel like so much else about this doll. Honestly, this applies to the headband too. So much about this doll feels cool and almost mysterious. Like her ears are such an interesting shape and elegant and fun. And this feels like it belongs on a toddler because it's just little candy hearts, and I do hate it. So I'm going to have to find something else to go underneath what else she has going on, because I do genuinely like everything else, like all of her accessories, her overskirt, the cage skirt. I just think that this romper underneath this is criminal. So that's like my big negative. But moving back to the positives, she's got a little red bracelet here that's like a like rope sort of arrow. Like it's got like a rope texture, but it again has the feather and then the heart tip. And then on this side, she has a little like arrow and bow. That's really, really cool. I think that's a very fun, very well designed piece. Her legs are so cool. They are faintly transparent, which y'all know I'm a sucker for. Can I explain it? Nope. But do I love transparent plastic? Yes. And they've got this super beautiful design on them. I love. I'm so obsessed with that. And I think it's fun because it is like something that again feels like a callback to G1 Cupid. And I just really like how they've like sort of kept something but like made it different. I think she's a very, very good adaptation as a base doll. And then lastly, her shoes. We've got red printed detail on the hearts here. The sculpt is so cool. The like quiver, or not quiver, sorry, the bow and arrow heel, the like pedestal platform, that I think is really fun and like a little bit unexpected. And especially because I feel like normally speaking, with like any sort of shoe, you'd expect the heel to be really chunky and then the platform to be maybe less so. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like you might expect these two things to be switched, but it looks really good that they're not. Like I think this is so fun. I don't know. I can't really explain it. I just love her. Outside of that ass romper. Let's turn everybody around for final thoughts. So yes, clearly I very much loved like almost everything here. Again, I went in knowing I was excited about these dolls. Like it would be a little silly for me to be buying dolls that I'm like, I hate it. So like I knew going in I was excited for these dolls, but I didn't expect to feel this level of excitement. And that's such a positive surprise to get to have. If we're going least favorites, least favorite thing, I think across the board, my least favorite thing would be that the cardboard accessories are so cute, but they're so easily damaged. And then my least favorite thing overall from the video is that romper. Unquestionably. Quality wise, though, when it comes to like the dolls themselves, oh my God, I can't believe I forgot to mention this. Hello? Okay, sorry. I'm just like not good at my job, I guess. I posted this on Instagram. My Cupid does have a dent in her nose. I don't know if you can see it, but she does have a dent in her nose. And I did consider trying to get a different one, but a few things held me back. One, the makeup is flawless. Like the printing for her eyes and everything looks so good that it feels like it would be a shame to get rid of it. I also saw that like a few other people have had that problem. So if I tried to get a different one, that wouldn't mean that I actually got one that didn't have that problem. And also, this might sound really silly, but I think it's silly in a good way. I saw this and I do sort of personify things sometimes. Like I do get attached and like kind of assign emotions to inanimate objects. And I was like, if I return her, any other collector that gets this doll is probably going to return her for the nose defect. And like, yeah, maybe a kid would get her and it wouldn't matter. But like the idea of this doll ending up not loved because I returned her made me want to throw up. And I also thought like Cupid is supposed to be like, I don't know exactly in the new like G3 Monster High canon what her situation is, to be honest. So I don't know if she's like, I don't know what kind of monster she is, I guess I should say. But Cupid, generally speaking, is like a harbinger of love. And even within like Monster High, Ever After High, like Cupid is all about love, right? And I just thought, you know what? Cupid would love herself despite having a little bump in her nose. And I felt like I should love her too. So anyway, sorry, I said quality and then immediately was like, oh, you didn't talk about like the most glaring quality control issue. Anyway, though, outside of the nose, quality wise, the dolls themselves, so good. So good. Like no serious misprints, nothing like that. So that's super duper. Favorite things. Frankie in general. And honestly, like the little birthday cards and like the little cardboard details. I know I said that those were kind of also a least favorite just because they can get damaged really easily. But I thought that was so cute because again, I didn't know that was a thing going in. Like I didn't realize there were messages and stuff in there. And I think it really just personalizes these dolls and emphasizes the character aspect of them. And it's just, there's something very cute about it. I can't really explain it. If you get it, you get it. But yeah, overall, unbelievably excited about this. Whenever I can get back to my dolls and my doll supplies, I'll redress Cupid. Other than that, I need to wash some hair, zhuzh everybody up, take some pictures when I can. I have a lot of things piling up in terms of little dolly tasks that I can't accomplish yet because I can't use my doll room. So that's going to be fun later. But yeah, very excited about these. They will be featured on my Instagram at some point when I can. Please do let me know in the comments down below if you also have these dolls, if you love them as much as I do, if you're planning to get them, who's your favorite, just all of the things, okay? I've been gushing to myself to a mostly empty room where only my cat is listening to me for who even knows how long at this point. And I would like to continue gushing, but I want to do it with you guys. So please do let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. But that is finally going to be it for me for today, y'all. I do hope you had fun. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or your night, whatever it might be, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.